For the headlines, Senator Risa Hontiveros demands arrest order versus Quiboloy. Philippine government seals agreement for NAIA rehabilitation. Authorities capture 2 suspects on broadcaster Johnny Walker's killing. More OFWs set to be repatriated due to increasing gang-related violence in Haiti. Celebrities gathered on Mr. M. Johnny's Manahan surprise tribute party. Good evening, bringing you the latest news for tonight. I am LAYAGUIN. This is Eurotv News Thread. For the stories, despite being issued with a show cause order, Pastor Apollo Quiboloy still insisted that he will not attend the hearing set by the Senate panel, citing reasons on why he should not be arrested. In Senator Risa Hontiveros' press conference on Monday, she revealed that Quiboloy already handed out his arguments on his refusal to appear in Senate hearings, which she noted nowhere near satisfactory. It can be recalled that Quiboloy's lawyer confirmed that they received the show cause order against Quiboloy, yet maintains position to still not appear at the hearing. However, Hontiveros reiterated that Quiboloy is already under contempt, done under a due process, and will not be changed anymore as they failed to complete necessary signatories. Following this, she declared and emphasized that her ruling is now in motion. She also condemned Quiboloy's undue refusal to appear before the committee, of which she described as unprecedented and disturbing mockery against the Committee of the Philippine Senate.
So kasalukuyan pong pinare-receive na sa abogado ni Quiboloy itong ruling of the committee. Once matanggap nila, i-follow up ko na yung sinabi ko nung huling committee hearing na request kay SP na ipa-aresto na si Quiboloy.
The signing ceremony of the agreement for the rehabilitation of Ninoy Aquino International Airport or NAIA is already completed, signaling beginning of the projects under it. Riza Lopez for the story.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. witnessed the public-private partnership agreement for the rehabilitation and modernization of the Ninoy Aquino International Airport in Malacanang. The signing ceremony was attended by several government officials such as Senate President Juan Miguel Zubiri, House Speaker Martin Romualdez, Transportation Secretary Jaime Bautista, and Manila International Airport Authority General Manager Eric Jose Ines. The president of San Miguel Corporation or SMC, Ramon S. Ang, was also seen in the agreement. On his speech, President Marcos claims that the reputation of the airport was ruined not because of the press, but because of its current state. The SMC won the bidding on February 16, 2024. The rehabilitation project cost 170.6 billion pesos based on the government's decision. SMC took the lead because of its offer of 82.16% revenue share with the government. SMC won against GMR Airport Consortium with 33.3% share and Manila International Airport Consortium with 25.91% revenue share. The president added, this can be considered the fastest approved project between the private and public sector where the process took only 12 months. This is Riza Lopez for Eurotv News.
In response to China's historical rights and claims over territories in South China Sea, Foreign Affairs Department reiterated Philippines' sovereign rights in the area under existing maritime laws and rulings. More of this news in this report. Refuting earlier claims of Chinese Foreign Ministry about China's historically driven sovereign rights over South China Sea, Department of Foreign Affairs stands by its position that the administrative control and entitlement over involved territories is within the Philippines. In an official statement, DFA called out China to reconsider their remarks and historical claims regarding the territorial issue, noting that China's positions were baseless and misleading. It can be remembered that during a regular press conference, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Wang Wenbin declared that China has territorial sovereignty and maritime and historic rights over South China Sea, especially in Nanhai Shudao. He further stated that China was the first country to discover, name, explore, and exploit Nanhai Shudao and its relevant waters, and that their country never claimed the whole South China Sea as theirs, unlike what they say Philippines has been doing. Following this, DFA declared that Bajo de Masinloc, as well as the various features in the west of Palawan, forming the Kalayaan Island Group, clearly appeared and were identified in the administrative maps of the Philippines during the Spanish colonization period. The agency also stated that China's claims to their historic rights over the territory beyond the entitlements provided by UNCLOS are without legal effect. They also cleared that the Philippines never used the issues regarding the South China Sea to increase or start any tension, mislead the international community, or even threaten peace and stability in the region. This is Mia Layagin for Eurotv News. Almost 10 months after brutal killing of broadcaster Juan Humalon, also known as Johnny Walker, 2 suspects behind his death was arrested. Our senior news correspondent Henry Nicolas tells us more.
The Presidential Task Force on Media Security or PTFOMS announced the arrest of the 3 suspects in the killing of Misamis Occidental broadcaster June or Juan DJ Johnny Walker Humalon. According to PTFOMS Executive Director Yusek Paul Gutierrez, the arrested suspects identified as cousins Boboy Sagaray Bongkawel and Renante Saha Bongkawel. The suspects were arrested on March 15 in Barangay Poblacion by virtue of an arrest warrant for murder. No bail was recommended for their temporary liberty. Boboy was the person identified as poking a gun at Humalon's radio station helper when he opened the gate, while Inteng was identified as the driver of their gateway motorcycle. Gutierrez said that the PTFOMS, together with all partner agencies, particularly the PNP in this case, is seriously performing its mandate under Administrative Order or AO number 1 as the government's mechanism to address all cases of violence against members of the press. Gutierrez expressed confidence that SITG Johnny Walker would also be able to apprehend very soon the remaining suspect, Julito Mangupit alias Ricky. Mangupit is the gunman who actually shot Humalon. This is Henry Nicolas for Eurotv News.
Stay tuned for more news when Eurotv News Thread returns.
Init? Umuulan na naman? Ang init! Umuulan na naman?
Opisyal nang kinumpirma ang pagtama ng El Nino sa Pilipinas. Ang El Nino ay maaaring magdulot ng biglang buhos ng ulan na susundan ng matinding sikat ng araw. Pangunahing dahilan nito sa pagsulpot ng iba't ibang karamdaman. Tandaan, ang kahandaan ay nagsisimula sa taong may alam. Mas protektado ang pamilya kung tayo ay handa at listo.
Migrant Workers Department shut down yet another recruitment agency, making empty and illegal promises to aspiring OFWs. Riza Lopez for the details.
Following the reports of alleged illegal recruitment of overseas Filipino workers, the Department of Migrant Workers or DMW closed down a travel agency in Quezon City. In the joint operation of the Migrant Workers Protection Bureau and Quezon City Police, the agency shuts down the Tranvia Travel Agency in P. Tuazon Boulevard, Cubao, Quezon City. The DMW received reports from Filipino community in Poland through Migrant Worker Office Prague that the Tranvia Travel Agency was offering bogus jobs. MWO find out that Tranvia uses social media platforms and WhatsApp to get their prospective victims. Similar to other illegal travel agencies, Tranvia Travel Agency also does not have the corresponding licenses to operate and release Filipinos to work abroad. In the investigation of the agency, the Tranvia Travel Agency is said to promise some of the jobs such as warehousemen, factory workers and nurses in Poland, and could earn up to 80,000 pesos to 100,000 pesos per month. In MWVB's further investigation, the applicants are recognized with a large amount that will reach more than 200,000 pesos just for the processing fee. Tranvia travel agency personnel will face charges of illegal recruitment and will be included in the DMW's list of persons and establishments with a regulatory record can no longer be included in the government's overseas recruitment programs. The closure of Tranvia is the fourth travel agency closed down by DMW due to the illegal recruitment of Filipinos who want to work abroad. The DMW, on the other hand, encourages the victims of the Tranvia travel agency to approach the MWVB to file a case against the fake travel agency. This is Criza Lopez for Eurotv News.
For news abroad, following the ongoing gang violence and conflicts in Haiti, about 63 Filipino workers are expected to be repatriated back home to the Philippines. Details of this news on this report. At least 63 overseas Filipino workers in Haiti are targeted to be sent home via repatriation due to an existing gang-initiated conflicts in the said country. In a joint statement, Department of Foreign Affairs, Department of Migrant Workers, and Overseas Workers Welfare Administration announced the repatriation plan for the 63 OFWs in Haiti amid the violent activities and conflicts led by gang groups. This is also after Foreign Affairs Secretary's approval of the Declaration of Alert Level 3 in the mentioned Caribbean country, which proposes voluntary repatriation for OFWs in Haiti. As of the latest reports, the three agencies are now securing flight for the Filipino returnees as no flights are coming out of Haiti, while land travel to the capital is also not advisable. Despite the currently experienced breakdown of law and order in Haiti, as well as incidents of casualties and disrupted operations, there is no report of any Filipino injured or heavily affected by the ongoing security crisis in the said country. Overall, there are 115 Filipinos in the Caribbean country, of which the rest aside the 63 returnees is still not confirmed whether they will agree to be repatriated. This is Mia LAYAGUIN for Eurotv News. For other news, Oxfam accused Israel of deliberately obstructing the delivery of aid to Gaza during its conflict with Hamas. Dan Villegas for the report.
According to the non-governmental organization's assessment, Israel continues to systematically and deliberately obstruct and weaken any meaningful international human response in the Palestinian territories. It says that Israel defied the International Court of Justice, or ICJ, ruling in January to bolster aid to Gaza and failed in its legal responsibility to protect people in the territory it occupies. Oxfam stated that unjust inspection regulations are causing issues with aid truck entry into Gaza, resulting in delays of 20 days or more due to queues. It stated that Israeli authorities arbitrarily reject items deemed dual use or civilian products that also have potential military uses, such as backup generators and torches. Oxfam noted that 2,874 trucks have entered Gaza since February, with 20% of the daily average before the Middle East's deadliest conflict triggered by Hamas on October 7th. Israel has defended its policies as it upholds its stated goal of destroying Hamas, saying the UN should send more aid to Gaza. Meanwhile, it pushes back against UN and NGO reports stating that Israel's stringent inspections hinder the entry of food and other essential items to Gaza. This is Dan Villegas for Eurotv News.
For showbiz news, the surprise tribute party for Mr. M. Johnny Manahan grabs attention following its star-studded crowd. The latest news on that event on Angelica Galvez' report.
Several artists gathered at a surprise party for Mr. Johnny Manahan, or commonly known as Mr. M. The TV and a film legend and also a Kapuso consultant was thrown a surprise party at the Marriott Hotel in Newport World Resort in Pasay City. Present at the event were several artists, including Heart Evangelista, Bea Alonzo, Jericho Rosales, Sam Milby, and Catherine Bernardo. Meanwhile, the former couple Julia Barreto and Joshua Garcia crossed paths at Mr. M birthday party. This is Angelica Galvez for Eurotv News.
And And that's the latest news for tonight. You may visit Eurotvpage.com for more news and information. You can also catch our live broadcast in our social accounts and via Pinoy Extreme channel. Again, this is Mia Layagin and this is Eurotv News Thread. Stay safe and have a good night, everyone.